Hey, I'm Primitive Tim, and today I want to tell you guys about a free food. This is Betony that I've gathered and pickled, and it's probably growing in your yard just beneath your feet. Betony is a weed, and it has these little tubers, and these are one of my favorite wild foods. It's just a little root, but it has the most perfect texture. The crunch, it's a little bit softer than a carrot, but a little bit harder than a pickle, and it's so good. Now, I'm not going to show you how to pickle them because there's lots and lots of videos that show how to do that, and I'm not really good at that. But I'm going to show you how to find them, how to identify what it is, and how to get them. Alright, so your first task is to find the actual plant. And so this is it right here. You'll notice it has kind of long leaves, and it's very veiny. Each leaf has lots of veins through it, and they're long and narrow. But what's really important is to notice that they alternate. So we have a pair of leaves coming off this way, a pair of leaves coming off this way, and a pair of leaves coming off this way, and then another pair coming off the other way. Also, check down in the description below. There's a link to a website that is very informative. It will help you identify it and tell you all about this amazing little plant. And that is a very interesting bug on my microphone. Look at that. This bug looks a lot like a love bug, but it's not. It's got totally the wrong shape for a love bug. It's always cool to find stuff like this little bug that you've never seen before. We'll see if he'll fly away. Go. You don't want to fly. There he goes. So in Central Florida, look for this during the winter and early spring. Here it is, April 9th. And so this is when really the Betony season is just starting. So you're gonna wanna dig around the yard, and I'm gonna show how that's done now. So I'm not doing this completely primitively. I'm using a potato rake, but this is gonna really allow me to cover a lot of ground and dig up a lot of good roots. So I'm gonna start right in here. Oh, and right off I'm finding Betony. Here's our first little tuber right here. So I'm just gonna stick that in my pocket and keep digging. Also, they seem to like well-drained soil. So this sand right here is of course very well drained, and it's nice and soft and easy to rake through. So that's good for me. Ooh, lots of good tubers. If you're a little bit early in the season like I am now, you're gonna find a lot of little ones like this. These are still very delicious. Now when they get too big, this one isn't too big, but they'll get quite a bit bigger than this one. They start to get hard and their texture just isn't as good, and they'll turn a little bit kind of an off-white or brownish color. And so that means you wait a little bit too late in the season and you wanna dig up some younger ones like this. Now, as far as cooking with them, they're awesome to cook with. These don't have much flavor themselves. However, they tend to soak up the flavor of whatever you're cooking them in. So you can put them in soups, in curries, and stir fry, anything that you put any other vegetable in or any type of root like carrots or radishes or anything like that, you can do with this. Now, of course, they are very good raw. So I just kind of brush the sand off of this one and listen to this crunch. That was good. It's a little bit sweet. It also has a little bit of the flavor of the soil, which anything you dig out of the ground will have. But it's very good, and that texture is just spot on. There's just something very gratifying about pulling something out of the ground, biting into it, and it's absolutely delicious. And it's probably growing in your yard. And if it's not, go check out your neighbor's yard. Until next time, find a new way to appreciate nature.